Hey guys, how you doing? Whoa, that's loud. Hey guys, how you doing? Russ here, Ask the Wizard Unplugged. Unplugged is really no backdrop other than the one that's always here. No intro, no extra, no fancy lighting. This is just kind of the way it is. Short and informal. Huh. Never been short before. I've alluded to this in some past videos. There's a perplexed sometimes at how, and I talked about how finding your right path, right? And there's no one right path. There's a path that you discover. And this kind of fits into this or builds on that. So for me, it's discovering your path, but also discovering the path that you're designed to walk. And that's that. I think that's that balance. There's that balance between, yes, you manifest, you create your own world. You know, you are the creator of your own experience, right? Not the experience, not my experience, but yours, right? You're the creator of your own experience. And then at the same time, there's, I don't know if destiny is the right word for it, but there's the role that you're designed to play as well. And I think both of those exist. And both of those are just as real. So in this kind of the short broadcast today, it's going to be discovering the path or the role, I believe, as I said, can't remember now what I called this, the who you are and the role you're designed to play. You hear a lot of talk about the word surrender. And I think this is all where surrender comes into play in here as well. The video I did, When the Darkness Comes, When the Darkness Arrives, and I can't remember the title of it, a couple, 3 days ago. And I talked about how, at least in my experience, darkness is very real. And I started the video off by kind of saying the same platform is you've got this one school of thought that, you know, everything should just come effortlessly and all that kind of stuff. And if there is resistance, you're the one that's creating the resistance. That's 100% true. To me, the other thing is 100% true is there is darkness and there is just flat out resistance out here at you, especially when you start moving forward. So then the thing is, well, which camp are you in? Well, I think, first of all, both camps exist, and you kind of have one foot in both of them at the same time. As it relates to discovering the role that you play or the particular flavoring of experience, your journey, the flavoring of your journey. And I was just sort of thinking about this today, that it's like a play. And a play has more than one actor. A play has the protagonist and the antagonist. I don't know any of these other fancy drama words, but there's, and if you had all protagonists, it'd be pretty dull. And if you had all antagonists, it'd be pretty dull too. So there needs to be all these different players playing their roles. Now, they get to choose how they will portray that role. And they essentially become that role. So I'm kind of just wondering out loud if you see the people that say, yes, everything should come effortlessly, and it does. And then there's the ones that it doesn't. There's the one that there is that battle. What if none of it's wrong and none of it's right? We're each designed, however that happened, to play that certain role in this journey. And so, I'm sort of thinking aloud here, maybe my role, as I can remember hearing this phrase way back when, so it'd be 2004, so damn near 20 years ago now. sitting underneath that weeping willow tree, and I heard the phrase warriors in training. And I've often used that term warrior because it's often what it's felt like, at least for me. Not all the time, right? But that's often what it's felt like for me, is like a warrior. So then there's people that will say, or certain schools of thought that would say, okay, well, you're a warrior because you've decided that. And I agree. That's an aspect of it. But I think that's not the whole thing. I think each one of us has particular roles that we play in this magnificent drama called life. And it doesn't mean we can have everything we want. It doesn't mean all that kind of stuff. But I think at the same time, what's the role that we play? There's the role of I'm just making up stuff, role of the warrior, the role of the healer, the role of the teacher, the role of on and on and on. And I'm not saying we can't embody all of those. But I think there's certain themes for my journey, certain themes for your journey. And yeah, they may be the same. But just because it feels like there's darkness for me and it's something that I have to challenge and just keep fighting, if you will, doesn't mean I'm doing anything wrong. And the person that has, in their experiences, they don't have to, it just kind of happens. And again, I mean, a little bit extreme here. They're not doing anything wrong either. But sort of surrendering to, okay, because this is the role. Sure, we're always open to it changing, of course. But this is the role that I'm playing. Oh, this is good. This is a role that I'm playing right now. It may change. But for right now, this is that archetype almost that I am currently embodying in this particular play. And to sort of, I guess you would say, accept that or surrender to it. Again, understanding that we're maybe not always going to play that role, that shifts, right? But at least for now, this is the role that I'm playing. And just figure out how to manage that. Not try and figure out why, or not try and judge yourselves, not try and judge yourself that this is where I'm at. I shouldn't be here. I should be here. It should be easier. It should be harder. I don't know, whatever, right? But for whatever reason, this is the role that I'm playing right now. And so I'm going to make that role my own, and I'm going to play it to the very best of my ability, using all the skills that I have gained along the way. Same thing with you. Understanding that we won't always play that role, but right now, that's the role that we're playing. And to not try and, if this is the role, it's not your job to play the other one, right? That's not your role. Not in this play. It's this one. Maybe in another play you can play that role. But in this play, this is the role you're designed to play. So just play your part to the best of your ability. Because we're all players, actors in this magnificent drama called life that continually changes and evolves. I don't know. Something to just sort of think about, I guess. Ask the Wizard. Unplugged.